In the coastal waters of South Australia, over $30 million of abalone shellfish are sitting on the ocean floor. But bringing them to the surface is a battle in these treacherous waters that are home to the great white shark. 30 kilometers from Port Lincoln, the experienced crew of Peter and Howard gear up for their first dive of the day. While 20 kilometers to the east, Bucky is already underwater and desperate to nail a catch. 150 kilometers up the coast at Elliston are the Dominator and Skin. 3 hours earlier, Skin's diver, the Dominator, had engine trouble.
It won't start, mate.
It won't start.
So, Skin's gone out and found them a boat. But the Dominator was kind of hoping for a bigger boat. The swells are coming out of nowhere. And Skin's anxious.
When you come out here, you're basically on your own. If you up, you got to wear it, so you've got to be on the ball.
But the stronger the currents, the fatter the abalone. Timing is everything. It's crucial that the Dominator land in the right spot. It's a crash landing right in the middle of an underwater sandstorm. But underwater, mild-mannered Dominic becomes the Dominator. He's not giving up without a fight and a bag of abalone. 150 kilometers south of the Dominator and Skin are one of the most experienced crews, Howard and Peter. Peter knows the risks in the abalone game, but he's lured by the prospect of an abalone jackpot that could fund an early retirement.
I'm hopefully set up well enough to just work part-time, if at all, and live still a pretty good life while my health is still good.
Divers like Peter can net a few $1,000s of abalone in a couple of hours, though it is by no means easy money.
Once the diving starts, you've got no time at all. You're usually flat out all day. There's always abalone to wash, clean, pack in ice, and you're consistently just following the diver the whole day. The diver has to be looked after. Number one, that's it.
With no shark cage and no contact with Howard on the surface, Peter is now alone against the elements. This 100-meter umbilical cord is Peter's lifeline, supplying breathing air from the boat.
It really keeps you on your toes, keeping these propellers away from this hose. When the sun's on the water, it's hard to see the hose at times, and you get tired and it'll push the hose under the boat. It takes a fair bit of getting the knack of doing.
One lapse of concentration by Howard could spell disaster. Peter has placed his life in Howard's hands, leaving him to do one thing: hunt for that precious snail on the ocean floor. Despite near-perfect conditions, Peter's frustrated. His lucky spot is showing no signs of abalone. "20 kilometers east is Bucky. He's taking a chance in one of the deepest and coldest spots. And right now, his airline's drifting dangerously close to the boat's propellers. Bucky's 16 meters below the surface. His sheller, Damon, is under pressure. Bucky has problems of his own. He's struggling to find abalone. And he's battling strong currents and poor visibility. The last thing he needs is a cut airline.
I had it cut in 60 foot of water one day. Coming out of 60 foot is no fun when you've got no air. Can't panic. If you panic, you're gone. You just dump your weights and head for the surface. You've got buoyancy in your wetsuit, so you go up pretty fast. You just got to remember to exhale so you don't blow your lungs up on the way up.
Damon makes the call to lift the boat's propellers out of the water to clear the line.
Okay, might have a bit of luck now.
For Bucky, he has yet to get his first bag of abalone to the surface. "15 kilometers away, Howard and Peter have finally struck abalone. But chipping this prized delicacy from its feeding ground before its defense mechanism engages is an art.
And we never ever touch an abalone before we tip it off. Or they will clamp down very, very hard.
These unassuming aquatic snails are amazingly sensitive to predators.
If a shadow passes over, it will suck down a little bit harder. And you'll either break the shell or cut the meat when you remove it.
Not only will the abalone bleed to death, it'll be worthless on the Asian market. Peter makes quick checks to assure the abalone are of the legal size, and within 10 minutes, he's well on his way to his first $2,500 bag of abalone. It's Peter's lucky day as he sends $2,500 to the surface.
Okie dokie, we'll get this bag, eh?
Now, it's a race to shell the abalone and get it on ice.
We shuck the abalone and we put them into cold, chilled seawater straight away, and then pack them in ice in eskies and get them to the factory as quick as we can. We catch two species commercially in South Australia, and that's the black lip abalone and the green lip. The green lips are more favoured by the Japanese. It's a higher quality abalone, so they say, but I've eaten them and I can't tell the difference.